Are you about to break? What's up?
I feel like this podcast is making me about to break, man.
You're about to break? Damn, dude, I'm sorry.
I feel like.
Do you want to talk about it?
I feel like that's what all new metal was talking about when they were like, "I'm about to break." They're just like, "I'm about to podcast." You know, like that's.
Yeah.
I feel it because I'm about to fucking give you a fucking hard opinion about something.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You're about to break in the sense that you're about to express some anger at the government or something?
Yeah. Because I'm about to break.
Do you think that every single Linkin Park lyric sounds like something his therapist said to him? It sounds like it was written by a therapist.
Yes, I do. I mean, it's probably like great that we stopped doing Suicide Buddies because I was like, well, eventually we'll have to do Chester Bennington, who I grew up loving, but it's like, yeah, there's no like defense of the lyrics.
What do you mean?
They are just like childish.
Sure.
And like I remember in interviews he was like, we keep it vague, like we just want to like reach a mass audience, but I was like, but that is why it's just like, you broke it all. It's like totally. You broke it all. It's just like totally. All right. And you're like, who is this about? What is this about? Like they never went into any specifics.
What I really loved about the vagueness was that after, like, over the years, because it was vague, but it was always you, like you said. He always just said you, so it seemed like one person. After, like, 4 albums, I was like, this is one guy. He's mad at one guy. And if only Brian would die, then finally Chester would feel better.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like, it felt like he's talking about one specific person for multiple records. And you're like, if you would just elaborate, just say his name. And, like, everyone in the back of their head is like, his dad. Come on. Like, I'll put in my own dad. Like,
right.
If you're not going to say dad, I'll say dad, you know? Like,
yeah, dude. Linkin Park should have been called Dad Libs, you know? Come on.
No, I think it's still awesome. I think it's still great. And I'm about to break.
Do you still listen to Linkin Park? And I'm not judging you at all.
Every day. I mean,
every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
While I'm praying. Yeah, definitely.
While I'm praying. Okay.
I fucking blast it.
I guess we're being funny now.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I call the gym my church.
Yeah, okay.
You get it.
I see.
When I'm praying towards Mecca, which is what I call Dave's apartment.
Right. I am east. West?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I do the gym towards you.
Right.
I miss you.
Right, when you I see.
I see. As a friend.
Crawling is what you call push-ups. Right.
Yeah, they were just
and other Linkin Park references.
They were just listing like workout routines. Crawling, that's one thing you can do.
What are some other big songs of theirs?
Because I'm about to sit up.
Fucking
I'm gonna pull up every day. Pull up. Do 5 reps and then rest. That's an easy start.
What are some other fucking Linkin Park songs? You know them. You're just keeping them to yourself.
You can just really use your own body weight. Dave, you were bragging about doing Pilates.
I don't know if I was bragging.
You were bragging. You told me.
Oh, yeah, this song, In the End. That's about working your butt. You know? It's about butt workouts.
Because even though we tried, it all fell apart. Yeah, I get it.
One Step Closer. That's about a Stairmaster.
Oh, Aristotle's got a suggestion. Breaking the Habit.
Oh, yeah. That's about quitting smoking.
Yeah, they're my favorite workout band. Do you actually have a workout preference? Like a band that you go to?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Fucking Pantera. I'm
There's
a cowboy
so many
from
people
hell.
You're upsetting right now. I love Pantera. What? You're serious?
Oh, I love Pantera.
You're serious? You actually like Pantera? You go?
Yeah, dude.
You go for it?
Yeah, do you not? Wait, I'm confused.
I can't when I'm working out. It's too like aggro. I respect it, but I'm also not that guy, so I won't pretend.
Right. Well, that was the. I don't know if that was a joke at me or not, but that was funny. No, the joke to me was like, I'm definitely not the type of guy that works out to Pantera. Like, I don't work out to Pantera, but I do like Pantera.
Is it the Weaker Thens? Is that what you work out to? Yes. A band built for not building muscle?
I just lift jugs of tears over my head while I'm listening to songs about cats dying. Yeah, totally. No, I like watch. I don't know, man. I've never been a big workout guy. I want to, and right now. I've been getting so fucking depressed in quarantine that I like just want to feel better. So I'm like, I fucking put a exercise bike on my credit card.
That's awesome.
And yeah, man, it cost $50,000. I think it was a bad idea.
Can I ride in the basket while you do it?
Oh, it has a sidecar. Yeah, totally.
Well, I want to ride like ET in like a little front little basket.
Sure, I'll get a basket.
Yeah,
that'll probably be just another $20,000.
I'm like, I'm burning no calories.
Where are we going, Dave? No, it was actually pretty. I did some research and I found one that was $200 that is apparently good. So I don't know if you're looking to and you're listening. It's possible.
I'm thinking about getting a bike,
like a bicycle.
Yeah, like a bicycle.
Yeah, to ride around Sun Valley.
Well, yeah, like it's really hard where I'm actually at, but I don't know, like it'd be possible to attach it to a car and then drive somewhere where there's like, closed bike paths or I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Definitely. The way that you said it, I initially thought you were joking and that you were talking about like holding on to the back of a truck while it drives down the street, like in Back to the Future. Like I can't. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that. I don't know why I thought that, Hampton.
Believe it or not, I'm not joking, man. When I think that you listen to Pantera, I'm not fucking joking. I think that's a real. I think that's a real Dave moment,
dude. When I lived in Fresno, I lived with my friend Jill, and she dated this guy Nate, who they are now married, and I think they have kids, and they've been married for like shit. It's over 10 years now, I guess. And I came home one night, and Pantera "Mouth for War" was blasting out of her room.
Nice.
Yeah, and then fucking like they both came out, and then Nate left, and like half an hour later, she was like, "We were fucking to Pantera," and I was like, "Jill, I know."
That's. It'd be kind of weird if you were doing anything else, even making drugs. Like I mean, like that's less weird. Damn, yeah. That's so fucking funny.
We were reading to Pantera. We were reading the liner notes.
We were having a bit of a salon. We were kind of just exchanging ideas, in the parlor, and therefore blast Cowboys from Hell.
We were cuddling. We were having a Pantera cuddle. Yeah. I've done 2 Pilates videos this week, and they come with their own music, so I didn't listen to any music.
Sorry, here's the thing. You came hot off the handle when I asked how you were doing, and you said you did a Pilates.
Did I?
You did some. Yeah, I asked how you were doing, and you said, I did Pilates. That was your answer to how you're doing. And then... So
no, it wasn't.
I assume you're a gym rat.
Okay.
It's like I said, "Hey, Dave, what's been up in your life?" You're like, "Well, I did work out twice this week," and you let me know, and you shamed me, and I just want to highlight
that I'm an asshole. I get it.
The shame that I felt. No, that I felt. I just felt shame. I felt, and you can't take that away from me.
Okay.
Knowing again.
Yeah, dude, I fully support your need to like create lies in order to feel good. And
Dave said that he'd been reading a book recently. I was like, I guess Dave thinks I'm illiterate and I don't know how to function. Dave's like, when's he gonna stop jacking off and start reading? No, you're right. I'm building way too much on top of that. But
wow, did you really feel threatened by my the fact that I did a Pilates video? I mean, it's okay if you did. I love you.
I did. Of course I did.
I accept you.
Of course I did. Of
Great.
course, that was immediately.
You know what's funny is that I completely understand and relate. And if you were to tell me you grew at all, my roommate has been cooking, and I take it as a direct affront. I can't cook.
Yeah,
I'm making cereal.
Fuck, man. Are you saying my cereal isn't good dinner?
He made a steak yesterday, and I started screaming at him. I was like, "Are you calling me weak?"
Hey. Just so you know how I cook cereal, yesterday I found the prize. Okay, I'm good at cooking cereal.
Yeah, I'm a cook and a miner. You know what I mean? I found that fucking top and I spun it, and this isn't a dream.
Yeah, I guess I get weirdly like I use whatever I can in a situation to be like, well, that's not what I'm doing. So
and thus I am less than.
Yeah, I'm less than. Dave's pointing out how I'm less than.
Totally.
Because my mind is going crazy right now. And I've been feeling really guilty about how much weight I'm gaining, basically.
Oh, dude, me too, man. You know? That's why I'm doing Pilates and I'm better than you.
God damn it.
I'm just saying.
Everyone agrees with me that this is bullshit.
It's so funny that you're saying that, dude, because and I mean this. This is true. This is like not a joke. I have been like in this video chat looking at you and being like, man, Hampton looks all healthy. Like truly, I've been like, I'm a fat piece of shit.
Dave,
and Hampton looks good.
Dave, I'm currently drinking my own urine.
You have pink urine?
Don't gender me. Weird. Yes. Yeah.
Women have pink urine?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool when I do it. Yeah.
Women pee pink and boys pee yellow, and everybody knows that.
You were like, pink lemonade? No, that'd be so funny if you thought that, like, growing up.
Yeah. Black milk, pink lemonade. You know that game. Wait,
black
so
milk? Is that diarrhea? Like, what is black milk?
Oh, yeah. I don't know, dude.
Sludge out of our butts.
It's fucking, I don't know. It's like some shit that my roommate makes, you know? Well, he's out there trying to fucking be better than me. It really does feel bad, too.
Does that, like, did that literally happen where you see your roommate just, like, trying to cook something? And you're like, whoa, you think you're better? You think you're better than me? Like,
well, I mean, I didn't say it to him or like make it weird between us because right after I felt bad, I immediately was like, well, I'm being ridiculous, which is like therapy at work. It's good. It's good. I go to therapy. But no, definitely, dude. He's like been now cooking every night so consistently and like pushing himself, like using recipes and trying new things that he's like in the span of 3 weeks or a month gotten good and like makes me food and it's amazing.
That's awesome.
And every time he does it, my immediate first reaction is, you motherfucker.
He's like, how about we shave off a little bit of my half of the rent? You know, like every meal is a little bit of a a bit of a deal.
We're eating dinner and he's like, you know, I told your dad that I'm better at cooking than you. So
oh, dude, is that piss?
Yeah, I'm drinking piss too, dude.
I've been trying to get good at cooking. I mean, yeah, I made some stuff just for Georgia the other day, and it was good. Like, it's hard to learn vegan stuff.
Oh, is she vegan? I didn't know that.
She's vegan, yeah.
Oh.
And she's made it remarkably far in the post-apocalypse, still being vegan.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
dude.
I'm like, supplies are running low, and she's like, but I like the animals.
She's like, but not at Lassen's. And are you, I mean, you obviously must eat vegan by nature of that a lot, but are you vegetarian or vegan?
No, not at all.
No. Oh,
no, I mean, like, I look at the animal when I choke.
Look in its eyes while you fuck it.
I choke the life out of it. Nah, I mean, I was vegetarian for a while, but I've swung back so hard that I almost feel like it's just a joke.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's almost like I was a nice prison guard, and now I'm just like a complete piece of shit. Like, I'm like, bacon burgers, absolutely, no problem. Like I definitely came back to being a meat eater by just being like, I'd rather have beef in this burrito than beans. Like it, or
dude,
like a bean and beef.
right.
Like it was like a mistake order. Sometimes would come back with meat, and I'm like, I'll just try it.
Yeah. Right.
But now I'm like, like literally, I'll be like, oh, what? I ordered from a barbecue place the other day. It's in the Burbank area, and it's Glendale, and it's called Dr. Hoggly Woggly's Tyler, Texas Barbecue.
What?
Dr. Hoggly Woggly's Tyler, Texas Barbecue, and
how is that real?
It's delectable. It's so good. And it's just meat. It's just so much meat. And it comes from a ridiculous circus name restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was just so happy. And I had to like hide it almost from Georgia. I was like, no part of this meal can you have. I had to order all of this for me. And you can't even have the bread because that's soaked in meat.
Right. God damn, dude.
Like, I had to do it.
Isn't that so funny? I've dated a bunch of people who are vegetarian and vegan, and in every one of those relationships, the person is never shoving it in my face or demanding I do it. Mm-hmm. And there's always there always comes a point in every one of those relationships where the girl has been like, you can get whatever you want, and I don't really care. And I'm always like, yeah, I know that, but that's not true. I can't, not like you'll get mad, but like, I can't just make you watch me eat all the time. We'll go to a restaurant that has both, and that's one thing. But Dr. Hoggly Woggly's is like a joke about
it's like,
being married to a vegan woman.
Oh, you're vegan. Where did I order from?
Beef Missile.
Dr. Texas Chainsaw Massacre's Blood Pool of Fun.
Yeah, totally.
It felt like the most exaggerated name ever. I was into it though.
Yeah, Animal Murder House. I got a glass of blood.
The good news is I bought a zoo, and I ate a zoo. I ate a zoo.
Wow. That would be a good sequel. If it's the apocalypse and they had to eat their zoo. Fuck, dude.
We bought a zoo too. They're on the menu.
That's what we got to do if shit really hits the fan, dude. We fucking break into the LA Zoo. We start eating the lemurs, Lemurs go first, koalas next, then the lizards. Because the apes fight back. Yeah, I got it figured out, dude. Yeah, I don't want to ever fight.
Movies have taught me that apes are last. Everything but apes is like a regular buffet. But as we know, apes will hold it against us.
Yeah, they'll make a whole planet.
Yeah.
An angry planet they run.
An angry planet that's, I'll say it, a little bit of a ripoff of ours.
Totally. It seems like a cover planet.
Feels like Planet of the Apes was a cover planet.
I know we fucked you up in our labs, but maybe go your own way. You know what I mean? You fucking dicks.
Well, there's expanded universe versions of Planet of the Apes where it's there's cop apes, there's judge apes, there's lawyer apes, there's apes that resemble celebrities of ours.
Really?
In the Planet of the Apes movies, and it's too far. Too far,
yeah,
I'd say.
Fucking stay in the jungle. That's how I feel about gorillas.
Sorry. I've been watching a lot of post-apocalypse movies.
Have you? Yeah, I feel like everybody has, man. That's like a thing.
Yeah.
I've been having the past 2 days or so, I've been feeling okay again, but I've been having a really, really rough time, dude. Bad depression, back to fucking getting really insecure, really, really insecure, getting really rehashing old arguments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I don't know. I feel like you alluded in this conversation to it being hard for you too. Is that the case? What's it like? It's been
it was last week, but now I'm great. I'm just,
You're good now?
Yeah, I'm good now. I'm just sipping on morphine. I feel good, dude. I just, I kind of black out every day, half the day. Just black it out. No, I hear you. I've been thinking a lot of the past a bit. That's been coming up a lot.
Yeah.
Because I guess maybe we're being confronted with it so much. right now. You know what I mean? Like all this isolation, I have nothing else but to kind of ruminate on all of my relationships. And by that, I mean, personal, but it's like, where are they at? What's wrong with them? And it's like, I don't have the same as you. Mostly right now, I've been kind of like just sad that I won't have certain, like friendships back in a certain way, like right away, like I won't be able to just go to dinner with a friend or something, or like go to a concert and all these things that are pretty, small in the long run, but I don't know. That's where I've been at. So I haven't been kind of feeling.
Oh, you're better than me.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. I've been going to the mental gym. Everything's a competition. Yeah. No, that sounds hard, good, man. I mean.
Oh yeah, it was just bad depression, and it'll come and go. I don't know. I feel like I've been talking about it a lot. I talked about it a lot on Get Stupid, and then on the bonus episode for that. Mm-hmm. So at this current moment, I don't really feel like, talking about it too much. Totally. But it has been hard. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I didn't really think that that was going to happen to me. I didn't think, because I just have had a pretty good handle, even when it's been bad. I have depression, so I get depressed. But it's like, it's always when I notice, it's very specific. I'll start to pull out of it when I notice the insecurity, because I'm a very irritable person. So I get irritated about shit all the time. So when I'm depressed, that's way, way worse, but it's hard for me to notice. And then I'll just what was happening was I was second guessing everything I was saying. And I was sending messages to people on Instagram or whatever, and then being like, oh, did that sound weird? And then correcting it. And then before I know it, I've sent a person I sort of know 7 messages. And it's like,
oh no,
I don't need to,
damn.
Dude. Yeah. Bad insecurity. And so, I just doing that with somebody, a couple people in a night, and I noticed it, and I was like, oh wow, I'm having a hard time. Yeah. And then that made me realize, and then I just started thinking about how I was acting, and I was like, oh man, I've just been angry about shit from my past. And that's that's a surefire sign that I'm going through something. Cause who wants to do that? It's not fun. It's just not good or fun. So I started pounding water and working out and shit, and I feel better. That's all you can do, really.
That'd be so funny if that were true. You're I just drank my water onto the other side, man. I don't have any of those problems anymore.
I mean, it's obviously not true in that way, but it is true. That's what happened. That's what I did. I just nonstop was drinking water and working out and going out into the sun and all this shit that you do. And then combined with when I would get insecure, I would be like, oh, there it is again. Yeah. And just sort of try to let it go,
Well, I'd say, I don't know. I'm sure you're working through this with therapy and your therapist, but you definitely every reason that you're feeling these feelings is probably valid, and you're right that it's you have to, make sure your physical is doing well and all that stuff to just make sure the Dave Ross is running, it's not oh, well, maybe it's just, that I'm tired or something like that. There's you're making sure that it's valid. And I think then you can do the work on sometimes valid feelings that you need to work through, I get it.
Oh, sure.
Especially with old relationships and stuff. I've been man, that friend and I don't talk anymore, and why is that? And I've had to go through the work and be here's where I fucked up. But then also you then get to the mental end where you're we're not going to ever repair, but at least I understand what happened during that time, you know? And then that leaves me better for other, other shit coming my way,
Yeah, totally. I mean, one of the things that I think I talked about this last week, I noticed myself getting really, really angry at somebody, and it sort of forced me to realize I hadn't dealt with a thing that really hurt my feelings from a bunch of years ago. So yeah, totally. I'm not trying to undercut myself.
Yeah, that's valid,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and these arguments I'm rehashing are valid, but the thing is that Robert Yasamura, do you remember him?
Yeah, no,
yeah, he's really funny.
He's still on Twitter a lot. I'm still fucking with Twitter a lot, and he's on there all the time being super funny.
Good, yeah, he's
follow
real
his Twitter
funny.
account, Robert Yasamura.
Is it at Robert Yasamura? Cool.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's real funny, and I remember he tweeted something once years ago that was hey, if you are in. Oh, no, it wasn't a tweet. We were just talking about, or maybe he was doing material, whatever. It was at his mic.
He's unknowable.
Yeah. Robert ran the biggest mic in LA, and we all wanted his approval. And I remember him saying, when I'm in cycles of thought, when I have the same thought the second time, I'm like, that's over. And that's kind of what I'm talking about that's unhealthy about it. If I'm rehashing an old argument and obsessing over it, yeah, what's bad is that I'm obsessing and I'm it's not going to solve it. My options are either to, the healthy options are to try to process it in some way.
Yeah.
And that's not processing it. That's sitting in it. And it's cutting yourself is what I was doing. I was trying to feel bad because I felt bad.
Yeah.
And,
just stewing in it, and
not solving it. The ways to process it are to talk to the person, or live in the feelings.
Yeah,
talk to other people about it.
Yeah,
and the thing is that this particular argument has already been figured out. I just hadn't let it go, and I still haven't let it go.
Yeah,
but
I
will at some point.
I totally get it.
We all do.
Yeah,
totally. It's funny. It's all the problems I've always had. But for whatever reason in the past week, just times a million, dude. And so,
yeah. Well,
I don't know.
Well, this, you know what? I'm gonna blame a little person named coronavirus, a little fella named COVID-19. Nah, I mean, definitely, I hear you. This is possibly getting all put into focus because we've all been self-quarantining and
oh, for sure.
I feel like I'm going pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm a pretty sane guy. So for me to feel even a little off, I'm maybe this, coronavirus isn't that cool. Maybe it's, I don't want to say.
Might be bad.
I mean,
it could be bad.
It could be shitty. I don't want to speak out of turn here.
Oh, man, did we even say we're 25 minutes in, and welcome to Y'all Ever. I'm Dave Ross.
Hi. Hi, guys. It's Y'all Ever. You're either with us or you're without us. I'm
at Dave to the Ross on everything. He's at Hampton Yunt on everything. His website's hamptonyunt.com. Mine's davetotheross.com. We have other podcasts and other shit we make. Look at that. Okay, cool. We did it.
Dave has, I'll go even further. Dave has another podcast, which is a lot more fun than whatever this one is right now.
This is trash.
This one's trash. Don't worry. All of this is getting deleted. Dave's other podcast is called Get Stupid. It's where he gets really fucking stupid. And I have another podcast called Nice Bum Where You're From. It's about where you're from.
Nice Bum Where You're From. I don't know if you can tell by the name, but it is smart. It is not stupid.
It's very smart. We've come under fire recently for being too heady. For all the butt stuff that we talk about.
Our broad Y'all Ever prompt lately has been Y'all ever feel shit in quarantine, positive or negative, but also on our Patreon, which by the way, it's patreon.com/y'allever. On our Patreon bonus episode last week, we put out another one that was Y'all ever get banned? Because we read a story from Chris William who had gotten banned from the Chef Boyardee Museum for life. So we've got some great stories of people getting banned from shit, and we're going to read those after the break.
And you guys, I would say off of what we talked about in the front, how about a good prompt is, have y'all, during quarantine, ruminated on past relationships and realized how you were wronged? You've come to a sudden realization about how you were right and everyone was wrong. Because I think those are valid. I think those are real. Yeah, I think
what I think is good and everyone else is bad.
I think that's real. Like, if people have had the time now to slow down, I bet a ton of people have had the same thing of being like, hey, did I get fucked? Like, whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
I like that.
Did I get fucked a little bit ago? Like,
totally.
I was running so fast, I didn't even realize how hard you fucked me. Like, that's how I deal with people. Like
so I love that prompt. I want to hear how people found out that they were right
during quarantine. Have you had the
What's
time?
funny is that's what happened to me. It's like that's exactly what I'm talking about.
It happens to me right now, like all the time. I keep thinking about fucking shit from my past and being like, and especially like some stuff where I'm like, man, I'm so proud of some stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like I really feel like I'm getting a full sense of... It's not like I'm just being like, what are all the problems and how people wronged me? I'm like, some stuff I'm like, man, I'm so lucky I got to do that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Like in a different time. And then other things where I'm like, that was just flat out wrong. I'm so glad I didn't have that happen, or that happened to me and it was so fucked up. And then there's times where I'm like, I didn't handle that right. Like,
right.
I wish I'd, because you kind of realize as life goes on, you're like, you can just yell at people to a degree.
Maybe this is
anybody, but
a more like a not better but broader, more inclusive prompt. Y'all ever come to a new realization because you reflected in quarantine? It is forcing us all to reflect. We have time. Mm-hmm. We have time to reflect. All right, let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Let's go on a break.
Y'all ever weird yourselves out?
Well, oh my God. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Here we are. We made it in. We did it. It's the second half now.
Dave.
Are you guys happy?
When are they going to reopen mosh pits?
Dude, I was thinking...
I missed the pit.
How fun it would be to do a Zoom mosh pit.
Yeah,
we just make everybody take their laptop into a closet, and then we all just fucking mosh together.
But more than that, it's like Dave Grohl at this point is on like life support. Mm-hmm. Like he hasn't been around like any sort of fake mosh pit, crowd surfing thing, and like they have to give him the Zoom, recordings as like sustenance.
Just to breathe life into him.
Yeah.
I do feel like if anyone is dying from not having validation, it's Dave Grohl.
He did write a thing. It's pretty funny.
No. Did he?
My God. It's very sweet. Like, I like him, but it's like, of course he wrote that. He wrote like a thing of like, I'm gonna miss the mosh pits. I'm gonna miss touching the fans. And it's just like, we get it. You know what? We've got a lot of other things going on, dude, than you playing your top 20 hits in a big stadium.
I'm gonna miss the mosh. People are dying.
Yeah.
There are people who are dead.
People are dying, dude.
Did you know that more people have died because of coronavirus than the more Americans have died because of coronavirus than the Vietnam War and the Iraq wars combined? Maybe don't write about your fucking mosh pits, bro. No one needs to hear Best of Me. No one cares. Monkey Wrench is a good song.
Yeah.
Now it's time to shut up. Didn't you write Everlong about this? Shouldn't you just be listening to Everlong and looking at the fucking horizon or what the rest of us are doing?
I wish we could throw a monkey wrench into those mass graves. Am I right? I've got another confession to make. Quarantine's not going so good.
Wow, when I think about mosh pits, you know what I say? I say, there goes my hero. And then I listen to my own music. I'm a fucking dick.
Well,
oh boy.
I feel bad. I mean, I had the sincere question, when are the mosh pits coming back? And then Dave Grohl's brave enough to ask, and then I just shit on him, you know? But you know why? Because I feel like it's self-motivated.
Yes.
Look at who profits from the mosh pits coming back. Let's really think about it.
If it was someone who wasn't at all related to mosh pitting, like if Condoleezza Rice came out and was like, you know, when are the mosh pits going to come back? Then we could know it was fucking earnest. Man, I miss Condoleezza Rice.
Yeah, things are so bad. I miss Condoleezza Rice.
Man, I miss Condoleezza Rice. I miss fucking what's his name? The short bald guy who said he doesn't believe in God. One of the really evil neocons. What was his fucking name? Karl Rove. Miss him. God, he was a lot of fun.
He doesn't believe in God?
Yeah, he said, he was quoted as saying, I don't have the privilege of having a relationship with God.
That's fucking tight.
Yeah, dude.
That's like something the Crow would say.
Yeah, dude. It was his way of like being honest and not being hated by evangelicals, I think.
He gets all goth. Karl Rove shows up all goth.
I don't have a privilege.
Me and God don't talk anymore. It's like, damn, whoa, the Crow.
Yeah, totally.
He gets all the Crow makeup on.
God fucked Jennifer, so I'm out. Dude, let's read some emails about getting banned, bro.
I thought this was great. This definitely takes me back to a day of petty crime. I think this is all based off of the friend of ours getting banned from the Chef Boyardee Museum. Was it anything else that spurned this?
No, that story was just, it's on our, if you want to hear it, it's on our Patreon from last week. A comic named Chris William from Pennsylvania did a show at the Chef Boyardee Museum and got banned for not doing anything wrong. And it's just like such an incredible story. I think we just wanted to hear more banned stories.
Hell yeah. Patreon.com/y'all ever.
Yeah, dude.
Is that it? Is that the Patreon?
That's it.
Guys,
that's it, dude.
Sign up for the Patreon. There's bonus episodes every week. And if you want to support the podcast for less than the price of a sandwich once a month, Dave and I can now not eat cat food. Thanks to you guys kicking us a couple shekels. We appreciate it.
Ooh, shekels. I haven't heard that one in a minute.
All right. So this is off of the Y'all Ever Get Banned from a Place?
Mm-hmm.
The subject line is, y'all ever get an entire convention banned from a hotel? They write, hey, y'all ever been to an anime convention? Hard yes.
Have you really?
Of course.
I guess that isn't of course, isn't it?
I love anime. I love comics. People don't know. I'm like smarter and way more nerdy than you. I'm into all the things you're into, but more so and harder.
Do you think people think that I'm into nerdy shit and you're not? I don't think people think that.
I don't think people think you're into nerd shit.
Oh, okay.
I think they think you're into
I'm not
punk music. Yeah. But then I think people don't think I know anything. Like somebody literally on my podcast, I was like, hey, what's a good show to watch? And they were like, you should check out Avatar, The Last Airbender. I was like, fucking step to me, bitch. Like, tell me what cartoons I should watch. I'll kill you.
Jeez.
I've seen it. I've seen it many times.
This is interesting, Hampton. I actually think I think two things. First of all, fuck that person. That's lame. But also I'm pretty sure that it's obvious that you're very nerdy and into comic books and shit. No, people think I'm a bad
boy. They think I'm cool.
Okay, sorry. My bad.
They think I'm like, yeah, I'm a bad boy, so I point out.
Yeah. You listen to George Thorogood and you have a motorcycle and shit.
I'm fucking cool, dude.
I watch Sons of Anarchy and that's it, dude. America, I eat fucking American cheese.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I eat food made by Kraft.
People don't know my roots is all I'm saying. So I've been to an anime convention. Hard yes. They are great places for nerds to let loose and share their love of Japanese cartoons. By the way, it's more than just pornography, which is called hentai. He put that in parentheses. Like I don't fucking know. Like I don't like. Oh, you're gonna look at me and say, "Oh, Hampton doesn't know what hentai is." Why don't you suck my tentacle dick? Why did you let all my tentacles suck and fuck your face?
I feel like maybe we're both getting insecure in quarantine.
Yeah,
something tells me maybe Hampton's a little insecure.
When people tell me that I won't even know what hentai is, I guess I did get a little like.
That is. I hope that you remember that later and laugh. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I know what hentai is. You dick. Don't fucking act like I'm not smart. You also just called me dumb earlier. Because you're the smart one who knows what hentai is.
I'm smart. I'm smart because I make my own artisanal Dilbert hentai.
Yeah, well, that's what smart people do. They like anime.
They do the smart cartoons. He goes, trust me when I say shit can get crazy at the room parties. I once had a dude in my room drinking rum and banned energy drinks, do a couple lines of coke. Oh, so he was doing banned energy drinks? They're banned?
Yeah, there are some that are banned. Like, you can't actually sell legally.
They're called like Chernobyl. They're like from Russia. Chernobyl water.
It's just Mountain Dew Code Red, dude. That shit's illegal now.
2 lines of Coke. All right, well, the Coke was already illegal.
That's definitely a banned energy drink. Cocaine?
and then they would disappear into a bush in the parking lot. Or the time I passed out under a sink and was awoken to a 3-way happening feed in front of me. Damn.
Yeah, it sounds like anime conventions get a little crazy.
Sounds like you guys understand what the cartoons are about.
Yeah, dude, it sounds like you're the hentai.
You're the hentai now, dog.
More like hent you.
Because anyway, on to the story. This was a smaller convention, only about 1,000 or so attendees. And I was in a double-bed hotel room with 15 people. It goes, ended up sleeping on the air conditioner. Early Friday morning, before the convention started, a couple of my roommates wanted to go swimming. They put their suits on, and I told them I thought it would be funny to tie towels around their waists, noting how it would look like they were naked. They all ended up doing this all day as a costume of sorts. As the day turned into night, my buddies for some reason lost their shorts that were underneath the towels while still walking around the lobby of this hotel. As a joke, someone grabbed and ripped away one of their towels in the middle of the hotel lobby while the junior hockey team from Canada was checking in.
Oh my God.
Nice. Nice. Needless to say, the whole team and everyone else in the lobby got an eyeful, and the convention was never invited back again.
Wow, dude. The whole convention got banned for... Here's the thing.
What?
Who did that?
For a little sexual assault on a Little League hockey team? What? Whoa! Oh, we're going to just lock up...
But that's my point. Who's this person that sexually assaulted? Like, why didn't they?
Oh yeah,
what?
You're right.
Who the fuck is that?
That's the one. Scapegoat. That man. That master criminal.
Louis C.K. running through the lobby of this fucking hotel. Shortsing people or whatever.
I hate to be all conservative, but if I was like running a Little League hockey team. Mm-hmm. And like, that kind of shit happened in your lobby, I'd be more like, hey, this whole hotel is shit. Like, I'm not just like, hey, that one guy. I'd be like, we're never coming back here.
Sure.
Bare minimum. Like, right. I don't care, like. No, I know what you're saying. You're not getting the 4 or 5 star Yelp review. You're getting the walkout. I'm mad at you. Let me speak to my manager.
Of course. Yeah, I don't know. That's not up for argument at all. If you're there, like you said, there's. It's funny that like it obviously was rooted in someone just trying to be funny. But yeah, everyone got flashed. That is sexual assault. People should get in trouble. But I do think that it's
children got.
It's crazy that this is the story. That the story is. Oh my God.
You guys are ruining the good name of anime by besmirching it with child pornography. Can it just be about drawn animated children having sex with tentacles and horsemen and awful creatures of the night? I mean, why would you ever involve an actual child?
Jesus Christ.
I bet the hotel was like waiting for the fucking moment. Just be like,
oh, to ban the hotel, ban the convention.
Ban the anime
for
convention.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the other thing, dude. First of all, that doesn't sound like your fault at all. I don't know. You didn't even lose their shorts, and you certainly didn't grab and rip their towels away. So that's not your fault. But also, they don't ban a whole convention if it's not like, I mean, clearly if that's happening, there's like a lot of shit happening.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
you're at a hentai convention.
Like, yeah,
dude.
like I'm sure that was like the final straw.
Yes.
Where, for like the hockey league, like they're like, listen, we went to the buffet this morning. There was a guy dressed as Sonic fucking a Homer Simpson. And you know what? I put up with it for a minute because I wanted my breakfast. But you know what? This man removing a towel in front of the lobby, I'm out of here.
Yeah, dude. Someone was blowing lines. I mean,
yeah, it sounds like you guys. That's what's funny is like you were worried about the energy drinks being legal or not. It's like the Coke. The Coke was already illegal. You don't have to second guess it.
We also got an email from. Let me see. I don't know if we can say their name, so I'm not going to. But the subject line is, y'all ever get kicked out of a Bass Pro Shop? Dude, I'm excited about this. Have you ever been to a Bass Pro Shop, dude?
Yeah, I have. They're kind of ubiquitous in Virginia.
Yeah. It's so dumb in there, dude.
It's like, I don't know. Do they have a rock climbing wall?
I mean, there's like I don't know. The really big ones have like a river and a restaurant.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
there's like animatronic bears and
like
shit. It's fucking dumb as shit. Yeah. It's so stupid.
My original birth parents are there. It's everything.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Everyone's dad is there. Chester Bennington's there. They say, hey, buddies, y'all ever get kicked out of a Bass Pro Shop? This happened during a furry convention in 2010. Dude, I love our audience, man. We have the nerdiest audience. It's the best.
You should hook up with the anime guy. I mean, this is a What?
I did, dude. That was my boyfriend.
Oh, well, I'm saying... I was saying that guy should hook up with the...
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was kidding. I was just telling a joke.
No, I knew. I just couldn't understand.
No, I'm not funny. It's fine.
Sorry, it cuts out. It cuts out a lot, dude. Let's blame the cutting out. Sometimes it could just, you're great. You're so funny. Sometimes it just cuts out.
No, it's great. I guess I'm just a piece of shit.
Sometimes it cuts out during the punchline and the setup.
No, yeah, you fucking hate me.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, you get it.
This happened during a furry convention in 2010. Rocky Mountain Fur Con? Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. After the fursuit parade, this is great. The hotel offered to take some of us up to an outdoor shopping center nearby where Bass Pro was one of the anchor stores. So one full hotel shuttle of us went up there, and they would pick us up in like an hour and a half. So my best friend Steven and I walked around this... Oh, sorry. So my best friend Steven and I walked around with our then friend Oren Otter in his suit.
Nice.
Getting lots of pictures in the fishing department because otters love fishies. Okay. After about a half an hour, we saw these signs for a hunting seminar and thought, okay, interesting. A couple minutes later, the store's assistant manager came up to us and told us we needed to leave because, quote, having people in animal costumes near a hunting seminar sends mixed messages.
Nice. That's fun. I mean, you could have easily been like a protest, right? All you have to do is just say anything. You're like, give me a discount. I am mad. It's like, oh,
that's
shit.
made out of my brother.
That's pretty funny that you guys were actually like thrilled to be there. People would think you're protesters. You're like, no, actually, we love the deals.
Man, it didn't even occur to me that it would be it would seem like a protest. I don't know what I thought. I guess it would seem like they're going to shoot you or something.
In your world. Yeah, okay. Some people are like,
they're going to get hunted.
It's an actual otter. It's a 7-foot otter. Blow them away.
No one who hunts is smart at all. You know that.
Yeah.
Everyone who has a gun is dumb. Mm-hmm. You get it.
They're very dumb.
Yeah. No one has ever been smart and had a gun.
How dumb?
That's crazy.
How dumb to have learned how to kill and hunt your own food in this post-apocalypse scenario? You dumb idiots learned how to hunt and capture food. I look down on you.
On the end of his email is, we didn't want to start any trouble, so we apologized and left, and then told the other furries who had taken the shuttle with us what happened. This is still one of my favorite convention memories and one of my go-to 2 truths and a lie or tell me a funny story about you stories.
Nice.
Thanks for reading.
So funny.
Yeah.
Wow. You know
Thanks for sending.
I'd say this is...
What's funny?
Well, that this is like... all right, I don't want to say... you know what? Now I feel bad. I guess I was going to say, like... There's no sense of shame attached to it, which is, but I'm stupid for even pointing it out. You know what I mean? It felt like,
that's probably good.
Well, it felt like the person who was like, I'm into anime, not hentai. Like that was way more than this guy who's like, so when I went to my furry convention, anyway, this guy put his tail in his ball sack and started, fucking a cop. And like, I was like, damn, this guy's, he's just just a fun email.
That's funny though, because I didn't get the not hentai thing. I actually thought that there wasn't any shame in the other one too. And I'm looking back, and he says, "By the way, it's more than just porno, which is called hentai," which is such a funny.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's not just porno, like that. You know what I mean? Like I felt it. I know I'm that guy sometimes. I am that person. It's like I've said that a million times where I'm like playing a game in front of Georgia and she'll like see me playing and I'll be like, actually the story won multiple awards. Like I'll let her know that a video game won awards for being very good.
Wow. Oh, I see. To like validate the fact that you're watching it.
Yeah, it's like I'm not just playing a video game. This thing like won a Pulitzer.
Oh, I see.
Like this is like the Mario here basically solved world hunger. Like
Right.
Like I'm
I'm doing
person.
This. Yeah, I'm growing. This is a big deal.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm smart. I'm not a fucking.
It's not just porno. It's anime. It's a storytelling device from Asia.
Right.
It's like we get it. Yeah. Plus, you can sometimes jack off to it. Come on, let's be real. I like that. And the furry guy is just like, so I was jacking off with my friend.
Right. I love that our audience goes to conventions and is like, I do feel like there is one of the cool things about nerd culture is the lack of shame, because like that was like the barrier to it for so long. So like because like bullies in high school in our generation were like, that shit sucks. Video games are for losers or whatever. Yeah. And now it's like an owning it thing. And I think that that's great. I think it's like such a good thing to be like, yeah, I dress as a cat and I fuck my wife who is dressed as a chicken. It's like it's very good.
I don't know if that's the same as Star Trek and Star Wars. Like, I think that's more your sexual kink, and it's not related to any sort of.
It's not. Isn't that what a furry convention
narrative? That's what a furry convention is.
Right. And that's totally.
Purely based on a sexual kink.
Well, that's what the last email was. It was a furry convention. Yeah.
What are you saying?
I don't know.
Yeah?
That got confusing for us for some reason. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying it's different than that's the thing.
Star
the guy
Trek?
Who's like, yeah, I'm into
name one way.
Well, and the guy
different.
who's like, I'm into anime, and he's like, no, it's not pornography. Don't get it. Like he's trying to make the distinction.
I see.
I see. It's like I get it, and that's what I was reacting to when I told that old thing. I was like, don't step to me. Anyway,
you
it's a communicating podcast, and it's about relationships. It's about talking. It's about friendships. It's about Dave.
Yeah, I guess Hampton and I aren't on the same wavelength this week. Who knows, dude? I think we have a little bit of time. Let's read one more email. I starred one more. That I let's see if they said again. They don't say if I could read their name, so I won't. This isn't a band thing. They sent this like a couple weeks ago, and I just really like it. It's Hampton. We didn't talk about this one. The subject line is "Quarantine is just my regular life minus FOMO." Hi, Dave and Hampton. Thank God I'm not the only one who feels like they don't want the quarantine to end because it's been making me feel like a real asshole. The quar has been good to me. My job is just part of the food supply chain, so I'm still going into work and even making more now with overtime. Wow. My partner got furloughed, but is making almost twice as much on unemployment and has been cooking awesome meals with his extra time and energy. Wow. The biggest benefit is getting rid of FOMO, which has been a constant source of anxiety in my life. I've always had depression / other mental health issues that made it difficult to find, plan, and follow through on activities, and I always feel like I'm missing out on experiences. But now that everyone else is stuck at home, the guilt of, quote, wasting my life has almost gone away. It feels like life has finally paused. I'll still be behind when it starts up again, but at least for now I'm able to take a breather. Love the show. Love you guys. Damn, dude. I think that's crazy relatable. I feel that way for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have that at all?
No, I mean, we talked about this before. I don't know. I think it's more relatable. See, you were saying before that you kind of not enjoy, but I don't know, like there's something about this that I don't want to be like you positive. That you like it. Yeah. I don't want to be like you like it or it's positive or
no.
You know,
This. It's 100% this. You're right. You're totally right.
And I feel the opposite. So.
Oh, you do. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, I've expressed multiple times like I really am very sad that my life is over.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm not relieved by this at all.
Well, I don't think it's a binary, man. I don't think it's one or the other. Truly.
Yeah.
I get that you don't feel like this at all, and that makes sense. But I feel both. Like I definitely I have a lot of time where I'm missing shit and it makes me sad. But I know exactly what they mean. What they are talking about is like this FOMO thing is like a time management problem. It's like there's so much to do. There's so much to be done in life, and I can't do it all. And if you're like bad with making time for things and managing your own time and like giving structure to your life and like knowing that you can't do everything, then you always feel like you're missing something. Like I procrastinate so much, and then because I don't have any structure to my day, and then I'll procrastinate past fucking 7 p.m. and then I'll like have to do my work at night, and then I won't be able to go to my friend's birthday party or whatever, and that can't happen now because there is nothing. And it's more than that. It's like because I'm not sitting here. The other side of it is I'm not sitting here wondering what everyone's doing without me. That's like a great sadness in my life. In my like the way that depression is for me, I feel like everyone else is hanging out without me or whatever. And quarantine that can't be the case, and so I can't be sad in that way.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I fucking miss going to movies with my friends and shit like that. I think it can be both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Recently, I've been having like a problem with the fact that I'm like, even with the quarantine, I'm still like fucking up in multiple ways that feel like they should be preventable. Like just getting back to people, just scheduling like messaging and stuff like that, which feels like, I'll be honest, it's kind of been my excuse for the longest time is I'm like, I get a ton of messages a day.
Right.
And, but then, I mean, I've just, I don't know. I guess I was expecting it to just die off or that I would somehow get better at coordinating that stuff. And then like with the quarantine, I'm like, no, I'm still just as bad. Like it is.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
we all are, dude.
When the messages start stacking up, then I start prioritizing where I'm like, well, I barely know this person and I really know this person. So, and then I feel shitty. I feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know.
Dude, first of all, I think you should let yourself off the hook for that. Because everyone is going through that. I've talked to a lot of people because I do the same thing. I like, it's really important to me to write everyone back, but I also get a lot of messages, and some people it doesn't happen right away. And I found myself like now the thing that makes me feel bad is that this shit is hard and I want to be there for people. I don't want to be the one, like if someone takes a while to respond to me now, I'm like, well, fuck, you know? And if it's a down day, it makes me sad and I don't want to do that to someone else. But then, like, it turns out that it's not anything except just managing time and living a life. That's it. It's not the reasons.
If people want...
No, go ahead.
If people want more of me, I'm just like, listen to the podcast. Just listen. You know, like, I'm sorry. I put myself out there, and it's there for you. I wish it was that easy. I wish I could just... like have it like it's a treat. I give people my time, and it's like then it's up to their schedule to enjoy it.
Right.
It sucks, man. Like comedy has built me to really like not understand how to allocate like self-worth and stuff like that, or like relationships. And it's like, man, I'm just like, I just wish people would like send me like an MP3 of them clapping like once a week.
I know. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's like such a sociopath.
Yeah, totally. But it's I don't know, man. The thing is that it's not your fault or my fault missing messages. It just is how it is. It's weird. It's for some reason in quarantine something that I've gotten okay with. And I think it's because I did it so badly for the first month. I was just like so slow to get back to people. There's like some exceptions. Work shit I try to do right away.
You start prioritizing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a weird thing where like I think the entire world is learning that the reason you didn't text that person back isn't because you had to go to therapy that day.
It wasn't.
It isn't
the time.
because
it wasn't
the traffic.
No.
It was just that you don't want to.
No, it's that I'm a monster. It's that I'm no.
Okay.
It's because on the inside, I don't know. You know what I mean? Exactly. It wasn't the scheduling. It's like there's something going on, and
it's not you though, dude. It's like here's the deal. Looking at your phone all the time fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. And you have to limit the amount of time you look at your phone. So you actually, if you're in like, we just know a shitload of people, when you're in comedy, you have a ton of little acquaintances. And then you have a ton of like friends that you don't know so well, but they're friends. And then you have your good friends and then your close friends. And there are just a lot of, and the reality is I've taken to, dude, just if I don't text someone back for a couple days, I literally write them and I'm like, hey, I'm really sorry, but I really hate looking at my phone. And that's honestly the reason why I didn't get back to you. And it's my fault.
Actually, please tell me more of these, because this is where I'm completely inept. I don't know how to write somebody back 6 days later and be like, I value our friendship. You know what I mean? Like after shitting on the friendship,
you should be honest.
I think this is relatable. I assume a lot of people are going through the same thing right now where they feel like they're at least fucking up communicating with everybody now that we have all this sensible, free time. But yeah, like I would love to know real practical, like part of it is my fear. Like I don't want people, I don't know. I know they're not going to yell at me, but I don't want to ruin the relationship.
Yeah.
What's your like, hey, I'm so sorry, you know.
I will say that, like, of all of my massive social and relationship failings, one thing that I am confident in, that I'm good at, that is good to do, is be honest. And literally, dude, the reason I started doing it was out of necessity. And I remember when I started, it was because of anxiety first. I was so anxious around people all the time. I just had to literally tell them, hey, the reason I just started shaking and dropped my beer was because I have a crush on you. Like, I just had to do it.
Like that.
And then I just sort of from that learned that if I'm honest, it's still not great, but at least it lets people know what's going on. So, like, my advice, dude, is to just say 100% what's true, which is, say you take 5 days to write someone back, and then you're like, fuck, man, I feel bad. I like that person. I wish I had written them back. I just didn't want to text. Then literally, if it were me, I would be like, hey, I just want you to know I have been meaning to text you, and I literally didn't out of hating my phone. And I want to talk to you, and I wish we talked more, but for whatever reason this week, it made me sad to look at my fucking phone, and that's not your fault. And then at least they know that you thought of them.
What if they, being me, write back, hey, what kind of baby fucking answer is that for babies? What kind of little child baby answer is that? I can't pick up my phone. It's too heavy. I'm too sad. Yeah,
judging by every single way that you've been joking around this episode, Hampton, I'm going to guess that you're going through some shit.
I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. Well, that joke was basically like, I was like, you text someone honest, and you were like, well, what if they write back that I'm a little bitch?
Yeah, what if?
Well, if that happens, then you can know that you should never have been friends with that person because they don't respect your feelings.
I do. Well, here's the thing. I'm friends with just comedians, Dave. Like, literally, they would eat me alive. They would eat me alive.
I'm friends with comedians, too. Comedians love feelings, dude.
You're friends with the soft comedians.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for real, we're not friends with fucking, Push-Ups McGee or whatever's famous on TV right now. Yeah. Yeah, hey, what's up? I'm Jimmy Push-Up, and I'm funny. Yeah.
Well, this has been... What? Oh,
it works, dude. It feels bad. It feels weird to say shit like that at first, but truly, it feels good over time, because it's like you're opening up to people while letting them know. I just try to think, like, how can I let this person know that it's me, not them? Because how it feels when someone doesn't write you back is that it's because you are bad or you did something wrong.
Yeah.
So at the very least, I want that person to get a text from me that says it's not you.
Right.
It's because of my brain.
But I hear you, and that's very valid in those situations. But my problem is when it's somebody who I don't give a shit about. Also, like then it's like, or they're on the line. You know what I mean? There's so many where you're like, yeah, we're friendly.
Sure.
But it depends what you're asking of me or something like that, and it's like,
well, here's the other thing, dude. It's all right. It's also okay to let some people go, dude. Some people you're just not close with. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look, man, if you got to let me go, I hear you, dude.
Dave, I'm going to let you go. You've been on the pod a little too long. Don't worry, guys. Next week, we'll be back. Dave won't be here. Dave's going on a little vacay. He's going to go do a tour of North America, doing all the hot cities, all the cities with the most corona. Dave's doing a Wuhan tour, Wuhan tour.
The Touch My Face tour.
The Touch My Face. Touch My Face. Touch My
Come on down to my show, and we're doing a mask burning at the end. It's going to be a lot of fun, dude.
We're doing a mask burning. Burning Men. All right.
Thank you guys so much for emailing us. The email is y'alleveremail@gmail.com. Oh, on our bonus episode on the Patreon, I have a story of getting banned from Siena College campus. That I'm going to share. I'm very excited.
Nice.
I haven't told that story in a long time.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably read another listener email too. Our prompt, Hampton, what was the prompt again for next week? Y'all ever
realize that you've been wronged, I guess, in the quarantine, or you realize that you were right about a situation that you hadn't processed yet? You basically realize, oh shit, I got fucked. Oh,
man, I want to know what yours are.
This podcast. Spin-offs podcast, other people's podcasts. Most of my grievances are podcast related. But you guys can check out that. And we put out bonus episodes every week on Patreon, patreon.com/y'allever.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you guys so much for listening. You are the fucking best fans ever. We love you dearly, and we're glad you're alive.
Thanks for being here.
See you next week.
Glad you're alive. Bye.
Bye.
Scorpions Avenue.